Hi friends, welcome to IAS with Santosh. Today I am going to share with you some secret elimination technique to solve economy questions in the UPSC Prelims examination. Guys, out of all the subjects, economy subject is very analytical and also challenging for most of the aspirants who are not coming from the economy background. But using these techniques, you can easily solve 10 to 12 questions out of 15 questions in the UPSC Prelims examination. I'm not only going to share the elimination techniques, but I'm going to share the template, how questions are getting framed. Once you understand how questions are getting framed in the UPSC Prelims examination, you can solve most of the questions in the Prelims examination with your limited knowledge. Guys, the idea is using your knowledge in an effective manner. Okay, it's not like without knowledge you will crack Prelims. You need knowledge to crack Prelims, but with knowledge, can you apply some logic and solve questions? So today I am going to share those logics and those templates. Let us start. So what I am going to do is that I am going to take 10 PYQs and I am going to share 10 different templates, 10 different techniques of economy questions in the prelims examination. Let us start. So what I am going to do is that I am going to start with this question. Let us read the question. What are the most likely advantage of goods and services tax? This is the question. They have given you the advantages of goods and services tax. Whenever you come across extreme words in UPSC prelims economy questions, 99% of the chances these extreme words are incorrect. Let us read this. First statement, it will replace multiple taxes collected by multiple authorities and will create a single market. This is what GST is all about. So anyone who has read GST, they can easily mark statement 1 is correct. Now let us read statement 2 and statement 3. Statement 2 says it will drastically reduce current account deficit of India and will enable to increase its foreign exchange reserves. Guys, drastically reduce the current account deficit. Drastically. Guys, whenever you come across the word drastically, whenever they will talk about what will be the impact of this reform, economic reform, and you use the word drastically, generally those statements are incorrect. Now, it will enormously increase the growth and size of Indian economy and will enable it to overtake China in the near future. Guys, here also you see an extreme word enormously is used. Whenever you come across such word drastically, enormously, those statements 99.99% chances are these are incorrect statement. Why these are incorrect statement? Because these are extreme statements. Extreme statements are generally incorrect. Okay. Also guys, in the second statement there is another technique which you can apply. What is that technique? Here you can see the statement is adding two things. It will enormously increase the size of Indian economy and will overtake China in near future. Whenever they will add two statements with and, it will enormously increase the size of economy, it will overtake China. Whenever two statements are added, whenever two different statements are added with and, since, while, these kinds of connectors, whenever they are used, 99% these statements are incorrect. Okay, so we get the answer 1 only. You see how beautifully, logically I have solved these questions. You can also apply this technique inside the exam hall. Like this guys, I have 10 more techniques in this presentation. So stay till the end to really get benefit of this session. Let us go to the next question. Guys, some students have a habit of blindly applying the techniques. Okay, and they do not apply logic. That's why even after knowing the techniques, they are not able to crack the prelims examination. Further guys, most of the aspirants, they do not practice these techniques in the test series. One of the reason is most of the test series you will find in the market, they don't use these techniques while framing the questions. In my test series, I am using these techniques to frame the questions. And in the explanation, I am also explaining where such techniques can be used. Let us see this question which is based on the same logic. You can see here, which of the following has or have occurred in India after liberalization of India 1991. Okay, 1991 economic policies. What has happened? The share of agriculture in GDP increased enormously. Increased enormously. Guys, share of agriculture has declined, not increased. Okay, so this is a common sense. Enormously. This statement is wrong. So one is wrong, one is wrong. We are left with two options. Now, the share of India's export in the world has increased. Yes, because we opened the economy, so share of exports has increased. This is logical. FDI has increased. Obviously, when we opened our economy, we increased the FDI limits, and therefore FDI has increased. Now, statement 4 is very interesting. Statement 4 is very interesting. Most of you who do not apply any logic, most of you who do not have much knowledge, they'll blindly say, okay, enormously is used, so this will be an incorrect statement. But this is a correct statement. Why is a correct statement? Because guys, 1991 economy, there was balance of payment crisis. There was balance of payment crisis. Our forex reserve was very small. Okay, but after 1991 economic reforms, when our exports have increased, when our FDIs have increased, so automatically our forex reserves have increased. Some estimates say that it is touching $700 billion. Okay, so guys, in this case, this statement will be a correct statement. So do not blindly follow these techniques. I'll give you one example where they can frame questions. For example, guys, if suppose they will frame the similar statement, what has happened to poverty after 1991 economic reforms? It has enormously decreased. Poverty has decreased rapidly. Poverty has decreased in India. Okay, so some cases extreme words are correct. You have to use your knowledge also. Okay, do not blindly follow it. That's why I say many people what are doing, they are just watching some elimination technique, they are not noting down. When you note down, then you apply your brain. So I request every one of you, this entire session, this entire 10 slides, I want every one of you to note it down in your copy. Okay, this is very, very important. Don't just watch. If you just watch, you will forget it. Okay, so I'm giving you examples also where this extreme words can be true also. Okay, let us go to the next question. This is a very interesting question. I'm going to share a new technique with you, and that technique is about trends. In economy, guys, trends questions are very popular. Okay, let us read this question. The value of India, Sri Lanka trade has consistently increased in the last 10 decade, in the last one decade. Okay, consistently increased, consistently decreased. Whenever you come across such word, it's talking about a trend. Consistently increasing means like this, or consistently decreasing like this. These are wrong statements. These are incorrect statements. So statement 1 gone, statement 1 gone, statement 1 gone. Now let us read these two statements. Textile and textile articles constitute an important item of trade between India and Bangladesh. This is a general statement. This can be correct. Now let us read statement 3. In the last 5 years, Nepal has been the largest trading partner of India in the South Asia. Largest trading partner. Again, an extreme word. Whenever you come across words like largest, smallest, biggest, highest, always eliminate them. So this statement is eliminated. We get the answer 2 only. So what did we learn here? We learned here that such kind of extreme, largest, smallest words need to be eliminated. And whenever they are talking about a trend, and in that trend they say steadily increased, steadily decreased, those statements are incorrect. Okay, so what is the keyword here? Steadily. What is the keyword here? Steadily. Please write consistently, steadily. Okay, write down steadily, consistently. Such kind of keywords, largest, smallest, biggest, highest. Okay, such will be incorrect. Now let us see these two questions. Same pattern, guys. That is why I say UPSC is repeating the pattern. Once you learn this pattern, no force on earth can stop you from qualifying the prelims examination. I'm telling you again and again, UPSC prelims is very easy once you understand this pattern. Let us see this question, guys. in the context of Indian economy, consider the following statements. You can see the growth rate of India's GDP has steadily increased. Consistently, this question was saying what? Consistently. Now they are saying steadily. Both are same. Both are same. Again, you can see the growth of per capita income has steadily increased. Steadily, incorrect. Now let us read this question. With reference to Indian economy 1991 liberalization, consider the following statements. Guys, I can tell you 99% of the aspirants, what they will do, they will leave such questions. Because such content you will not find in books. And these are difficult to solve if you do not know elimination techniques. Because a lot of facts they are mentioned here about employment, rural employment, urban employment, really difficult to solve. But if you know my techniques, you can then only solve it. Otherwise, you can't solve them. Yes, I'm correct. You can't solve them. Let us see this. Statement 2. The percentage share of rural area in workforce has steadily increased. What did I teach you? Steadily, consistently. Steadily, consistently, decreased, increased. Those are incorrect statement. Incorrect statement, incorrect statement. Okay? You can see. You are left with two options. Then you can easily mark them. See, many times what will happen? You may not get the exact answer, but the probability now is what? 50-50. It is easy now. Because previously 1 out of 4. Now 1 out of 2. It is easy to mark. Okay? Next. This is a very interesting technique, guys. This is very interesting technique. First of all, I would like to tell, read both questions. I am giving you 2 minutes. Read both questions. 1 minute each. Can you find a pattern? This is why I say, guys, understanding the pattern is very important. Once you understand the pattern, cracking prelims is very easy. Guys, I have the distinction of cracking prelims 6 out of 6 times. It was not only because of my knowledge. It was about understanding the pattern, understanding how questions are getting framed. That is why I scored very high marks in the prelims examination. Let us read this question, guys. Consider the following. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by RBI. The rating agencies, popularly known as ICRA, is a public limited company. Brickworks Rating is an Indian credit rating agency. Now read this question. The Reserve Bank of India mandates all listed companies to submit business responsibility and sustainability report. So guys, they are talking about what? They are talking about the first sentence in both. They are talking about regulatory body. Please note down. They are talking about regulatory body. 99% of the cases, they change the regulatory body. Here they have changed SEBI with RBI. In both of the cases, it is SEBI, not RBI. Here also, RBI they have written, but it is what? SEBI. They have mentioned RBI, but it is SEBI. Here also they have mentioned RBI, but it is SEBI. Are you getting this? Both of the questions, similar question. They are changing SEBI with RBI. Like this, whenever regulators will be asked, okay, it is regulated by this organization. 99% it will be an incorrect statement. Okay, you can see the pattern. You can see the pattern. This is very beautiful question, guys. I'm telling you. And this is getting repeated. Every year it is getting repeated. It is not the first time. You can see this is 2021 question. And this is 2025 question. You can see this. People say questions don't repeat. Yes, obviously questions don't repeat. India, toughest exam. Do you expect questions to repeat? Obviously questions are not going to repeat. Templates will repeat. The manner in which questions are getting framed, that is going to repeat. That is what I teach in my PYQ mastery classes. Guys, I have started my mentorship for 2027 UPSC Prelims examination. And in my mentorship, I am teaching PYQ analysis. For aspirants who are starting 2027 preparation, please do join my Lux Prelims mentorship. You will learn these techniques there. Okay. Next, let us see this question. Here again, I am going to give you one technique. Guys, whenever they will give a statement about a organization and they will say that it is headed by or chaired by chairman. 99% this will be incorrect. Here you can see Bank Board Bureau. First statement, the governor of RBI is the chairman of Bank Board Bureau. Guys, this is an incorrect statement. This is an incorrect statement. Governor of RBI is not the head of Bank Board Bureau. So whenever they will give a question where they talk about a body, and whenever there is a statement it is headed by someone, 99% it will be incorrect. Okay, let's go to the next technique. Let us see this question. This question is very, very interesting. See, I am bringing the pattern. I am not bringing one question. I am bringing you the pattern. Okay. Now, see these two questions. The pattern is the same. Can anybody in the comment box tell me what is the similarities? Is this question and these questions? Both questions are different questions, but the technique will be the same. What is that technique? The technique is, guys, facts. When you come across facts, you can eliminate them. Okay. Let us see here. Monetary Policy Committee. Monetary Policy Committee. It decides RBI benchmark interest rates. It is a 12-member body including Governor RBI constituted every year. 12-member. Incorrect. 12-member, it's a fact. I think it's a 6-member. Here, guys, you can see National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. It has a corpus of this much. Again, this is an incorrect. They have increased 10. They have increased 10. Facts are incorrect. 99% cases, I'm telling you. Facts are incorrect. Okay. So this you can apply everywhere. Here you can see. Here you can see. You can apply everywhere. It is very, very important. Very, very important. Now, you see this question now. Something interesting I'm going to show you. Now, see this question which I gave you. What technique I gave you? Whenever they talk about a body chaired by, it will be incorrect. Do you remember, guys? This statement you can see here with reference to Bank Board Bureau. The governor of RBI chairs the Bank Board Bureau. This is incorrect. What did I say? Chaired by will be incorrect. Now, read this statement. Can you see similarity? Can you see similarity, guys? No one in this country is going to explain you like this. Guys, I would like to appeal every one of you. If you like the manner in which I am explaining you, please do consider giving a like to this video. Hype this video. There is a hype button there. Hype this video so that this video reaches all the aspirants who are preparing for the UPSC Prelims examination. Also, guys, I would like to appeal, please do subscribe to my Telegram channel and my YouTube channel. In my Telegram, I am giving you a lot of important topics. Last 2 days, every year before the prelims, I help aspirants to revise the entire important subjects. Top 100 topics I will help you revise. Okay, so please do join the Telegram channel. Here you also see, it functions under the Finance Minister. It is incorrect. It functions under what? RBI Governor. So you can see here also, guys, it is an organ of Niti Aayog. No, agency. What I have told you, agency chaired by, such are incorrect statement. Next, let us see this question, guys. Let me see how many of you can answer this. How many of you can answer this, guys? Again, same technique. What I have taught you just now here. What technique I have taught you? I have taught you a technique that facts, incorrect. Now, can you apply this? India accounts for 3% of the global export. Facts. Incorrect. It is not 3%. It is, I think, somewhere around 2.2, 2.4, 2.5%. So statement 1 is incorrect. Once you get statement 1 incorrect, option D is the answer. Okay, very easy. Facts, always incorrect. See this question. Very logical question, and although the questions are different, although both the questions are different, but the rule will be the same. What is that rule? That rule is, guys, whenever they talk about tax and they use a statement that you can see here, interest income from the deposits in infrastructure investment trusts distributed to their investors is exempted from tax but dividend is taxable. So they're talking about A and B. This is not taxable, this is taxable. Like this, if they frame any statement, those statements are always incorrect. Now let us read this question. Inflation indexed bonds. With reference to inflation indexed bond, again read statement 3. Again read statement 3. Whenever they are using taxable thing, whenever they are using taxable thing, and they are using two things, you can see interest receipts as well as capital gains are non-taxable. Again, this is an incorrect statement. You can see, can you relate these two statements? I'll just erase this. How many of you can find a relation between, this is 2021 prelims exam, this is 2023 prelims exam. Can you see a relation between these two statements? How many of you can find the pattern? Because if you fail to find the pattern, this means you are not learning, you are memorizing. Guys, UPSC is not about rote learning. If you just mug up, you know why students keep on failing prelims exam? I know a lot of students, they go and they join coaching institutes, physical coaching institutes, okay, offline. They are investing lakhs and lakhs of rupees. I know many aspirants, 1 month expenditure is 30,000 rupees in Delhi. But they are struggling to crack prelims examination even after 2-3 attempts. Why? Because they are just running after knowledge. They are not finding this pattern. That is what I am teaching. I am teaching you the pattern. How to identify these patterns. If you are preparing for 2027 prelims examination, you can learn all this. Every day I am giving you 10 questions based on these patterns. If throughout the year you solve these questions, guys, no force on earth can stop you from qualifying the next year prelims examination. Guys, you can see this. Can you see this? So this statement is what? Incorrect. Once you get this statement incorrect, you get the answer here. Okay. Similarly, this is also very easy. Once you get statement 3 incorrect, you get the answer. Now tell me, is the UPSC prelims tough or easy? Please write in the comment box. Is it tough or easy? Everyone, please write. Everyone, please write. So whenever you come across taxable thing and they're talking about two different things, generally those statements are what? Incorrect. Now let us see this. Now let us see this. Again a pattern. Guys, that is why I am bringing questions from different years to prove you that these things get repeated. This is 2022 question, I guess, or 21. This is 2020 question. Two different years, but techniques are the same. I am giving you 2 minutes, everyone. Please tell me the technique. What technique can you apply here? Guys, whenever in the UPSC prelims examination, they will talk about it will impact. Okay, you can see here, or it will be influenced. You can see here, affected by or influenced by. Okay, for example, let us read this question. Indian government bond yield is influenced by, and they will give you 2-3 things. Always in such questions, answer will be D. Because see, economy is a interrelated system. Everything is interacting with each other. So it is very difficult to say that this will not influence the bond yield or that will not influence the bond yield. So 99% of the cases, answer will be option D. Here also, let us see here. Which of the factors will decide the price of the rice in India? All. Okay, whenever they will say, which of them will affect this? Which of them will affect inflation in India? Most cases, all with the answer. Okay, I am giving you again 2 minutes to understand this. This is a really very interesting technique. Really very interesting. See, first question talks what? What influences bond yield in India? Okay. So, actions of United States Federal Reserve? Yes. Actions of Reserve Bank of India? Yes. Inflation? Yes. Interest rates? Yes. Because it is very difficult to say that this will not impact. This will not impact. In such cases, answer will be 1, 2, 3. Similar, the price of rice will be decided by all. I hope you understand this. So guys, if you are writing 2026 prelims and still you want to score very high marks in the prelims examination, in the last 10 days, you can go through my predicted questions. my important questions. You can also go through my flashcards. I made very interesting flashcards on the most important topics. I made a list of important topics. Just revise these important topics and you can crack the prelims examination. And if you're preparing for 2027 prelims examination, you can join my 2027 mentorship batch. I'm giving you daily targets. I'm giving you daily current affairs notes. I'm giving you daily current affairs quiz, which is very unique. 10 most predicted questions daily. I'm linking the PYQs with current affairs, and then only I'm framing questions for you. If you practice these 10 questions throughout the year, no one can stop you from qualifying the prelims examination. And you are getting all these questions from someone who has cracked himself 6 out of 6 prelims, scoring one of the highest marks in the prelims examination. Guys, with this, I would like to take your leave. Again, I would like to appeal every one of you, please do like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and also join my Telegram channel. Bye bye, take care.